Hey guys, Psychedelic here. I want to talk about the blue blood moon that was out a couple nights ago from 4 to 6 in the morning. If you were up like me, you were watching it. It was really cool. Now, this moon's in the Bible too. I'll give you a little hint on where to find it. Uh, it begins with a letter. And it talks about it in the book. Look it up. Ask someone. I don't know. Call up somebody that's a zero preacher and ask them. They'll be able to tell you where it says. Anybody that knows the book, go to them and ask them. I'm not going to tell you where it's at. You got to go pick up the book. I'm sorry if it burns your hand when you pick it up. That's what it does to shit. That goes to the bit. Well, anyway, getting back to the blue blood moon. It comes back every 36 years, guys. And in the book, it says that the blue blood moon will be here before Jesus' return. Now, well, it comes back every 36 years. So some guys may think that's not something special, but it is. Because it speaks of the blue blood moon. It speaks of the blood moon, it says. It's a blood moon. It comes back every 36 years. And then Jesus will return. Well, when do we know the time when Jesus will return? We don't know the exact year and date, but we can use our heaven chart, 24 hours to 1,000 years on Earth, and do the time frame it takes for the blue blood moon to happen. That's the length of time that the blue blood moon occurs, and then match that to the chart, and that'll give you the months that Jesus would return after the blue blood moon, and the time and the date. It's real simple, guys. With the blue blood moon, it comes back. And then Nibiru comes and returns. Nibiru comes back to pick up the shit. The blue blood moon occurs, remember, every 36 years. So although you think it may not have been nothing special when it came out the other night, and you guys slept through it and you didn't watch it, like me, it is something special. It's in the book. And one of these years, every 36 years, after the blue blood moon comes out, Jesus will return. Look it up in the book, guys. Come on, just pick the thing up. It's real simple. You have a phone and that. You can do it online like I do. And you can have a real one. It's simple. And read the thing. It's easy to read. It's self-explanatory. Remember, look around you in your environment and where you live at. And see where you're at and who you are. And look up at the stars and read the book. It's in there too. It talks about heaven and the stars. I don't know why people are so lost with this. You just look up and you see the stars and you can see heaven. And then you stomp your feet and look down and you can see the pit. It's easy. Shit goes to the pit. Everybody has to use the bathroom. And it goes somewhere. Well, it goes into a sewer system. And that sewer system is basically where you go. In heaven, they call it the pit of shit. That's where everything goes. That's evil and dark. After you have your chance here to be light and love and go to the stars. And you don't want to be that. It's okay, buddy boy. You can be shit and go to the pit. I'm not. I'm going to heaven. I'm light and love. That's where I'm going, to heaven. I'm not going to the pit. You guys can go there if you want. Or you can pick the book up and just look through it. I'll tell you a good thing to do with it. Put it by your shitter. And then every time you go to the bathroom, just open the thing up and read it a little bit. You'll be surprised how much you'll learn if you keep it like some people keep their news people by it. But remember, guys, the blue blood moon. It's called a blood moon. It's in the book. They talk about it. They talk about the blood moon. And then Jesus returns. It comes back every 36 years. No, the time frame I did on it is when the blue blood moon comes back. When I took my time chart, real time, not calendar time. I took real time chart to it. It's a few months, right around Easter, when Easter comes back. So if you do the time chart on the length of time it takes for the blue blood moon to occur and leave, and then you match it to your time chart. Remember, time's different from heaven and earth. And then you add it up. You'll get the exact time that I got if you do math. Again, I'm not just going to give it to you. You have to try to do it yourself. It's simple. Just write down 24 hours and 1,000 years. And do the math from that. I'll give you a hint. 12 hours is 500 years. I'll give you another hint. Divide that in half. And what do you have? It's simple, 250 years. Now I'll give you another hit. Break it down to 3 hours. And what do you have? 125 years. Now just keep breaking it down, guys. It's real simple. I know it seems confusing at first, but when you do it in a line. In other words, take 1,000 years and break it down times 2, 12 and 12. Now go to 6, and then go to 3, and do it in a big long line. How many times 3 hours adds up to be 1,000 years? How many times 6 hours adds up to be 1,000 years? How many times 12 hours adds up to be 1,000 years? And up to 24 hours to 1,000 years. And go down to 1 hour. And then you'll have a chart to read from. It's real simple. It'll be easy to break your mathematical equations down when you're reading the chart. It's simple. It says it in the book too. I'm not going to tell you where that's at either. I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere in the book. It talks about time. You just got to pick the book up. Any book will do, as long as it starts with a B. It says Bible on it. Don't pick up a book from the shit from the pit and expect to get it in there. Pick up the Bible. It says it in there. It talks all about it. 24 hours to 1,000 years here on earth. You see, there's a time difference, guys. So when you pray, God answers your prayer instantly. But in an instant, it's answered. But it's a couple hours different. So if you keep thinking about your prayer, it gets answered. It just takes that long from the time difference to come back down. You know, it's that simple. So when you're praying, remember, it takes a few hours for your prayer to get back. God answers it in an instant, but there's a time difference between heaven and earth for your prayer to get back here. You know, angels are busy. They have to run that prayer back down here, do you? You know, he answers it, and they're doing both sides of the gate. They're doing all kind of jobs for us, guys, helping us out so we can do our job here. You know, it's a stressful world for some of you people out there. That's what the life stresses are. Your good and evil in your life. That's just stresses of life. That's all there is to it. It's real simple. You guys just have to open up your eyes and open up your mouths and start talking and speaking. That's another problem you guys got. It's in the book. I'm not going to tell you where that's at either. It talks about speaking out of your mouth prayers so they can be answered, so your ears can hear them, so your soul can hear your prayers as you pray to God, so your souls can hear it. I pray every day, all day long. I pray at night too. I wake up, buddy boy, and my first words out my mouth is thank you, God, for the day. If it's night, it's thank you, God, for the night. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you, God, for my sight. Thank you, God, for the day. Thank you, God, for the night. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you, God, for the light. So I pray like that out my mouth. I don't care who's listening to me. You know, that's their problem. If they got a problem with me praying out loud and talking about God, then they got a problem. Then they're basically shitting. They're going to the pit, which I feel sorry for them. But I'm not going to the pit with them, buddy boy. I know where I'm going. So you guys have a good night. And remember, the blue blood moon, every 36 years. In the book, that talks about Jesus' return. And he's coming back, guys. And he's going to be cool when he gets here. Just wait and see. You guys have a good night. Swagadelic, beaming out.